In today's video, we have what has been one of the most hyped up, most requested unboxings and tests of a tool in the history of this channel. Now, here's the whole reality behind this. I'm not super fired up about it. I'm just being honest with you. It's an impact driver. In the specs on paper, it is one of the highest performing impact drivers ever. But the reality is that it's still just an impact driver. What makes this so special? Now, honestly, there's a few things right off the bat I can tell you that I don't like about it. But you're gonna have to wait to find out what they are. Right after this message from our sponsor, VCG Construction. Head on over to the merch store if you want to help out with the channel. You can get hats, hoodies, t-shirts, tech shirts. Link is in the description below. This is Flex's top end 24 volt brushless, centerless impact driver. You'll see they're claiming unrivaled power, high torque and speed, 20% more power, 25% longer runtime, 50% faster charging. The one thing I do know that 50% faster charging comes from Flex including a rapid charger with every kit. Their lowest end charger is greater or better or faster charging than the highest end chargers from other tool companies. Now, I'm going to let you in on the first thing I don't like about this tool. In theory, why do I need a button for a quick insert? Why not just make the collet itself stick out a little further, pull the collet out, push the collet in? I think that's my, is it a deal breaker? No, it's not a deal breaker. We've taken a poll plenty of times from our viewers, from the Very Cool Gang, and they have told us, doesn't have to be quick insert, doesn't have to be quick eject. It could be a manual style, old style, as long as it works. And here's the deal. I feel like when you start adding gizmos and doodads, things become less reliable. That's just my opinion. Does that mean that this is any less reliable? No, we don't even have this one out of the box yet. How do I know? But I'm just saying. They're including the Flex Advantage. So it's 20% more power over 18 volt platforms. This is a 24 volt platform. You'll see up to 50% faster charging. It says charges in half the time of standard 75 watt chargers. It's got intelligent battery processor, so that means there's software included in there. I will tell you that in previous testing, it seems as though these 24 volt packs with 18 650 cells, because of the software that's included in those packs, would outperform lesser battery packs that are made up of 21700 cells. We have a Thermal Tech heat management. It says innovative cooling system minimizes heat for 25% longer runtime. I will tell you that these battery packs are fan cooled as they are charged, which anybody that knows anything about batteries and cells knows that it's heat, excessive heat, that does the real damage to battery cells, shortens lives. This is the thing, if you can keep temperatures down as you're rapid charging, is it actually damaging the cell? This impact driver has 3 speed modes. It's got self-tapping screw modes, optimized to avoid over-tightening, braking, and stripping. Specifications, this is the deal here. You got a no-load speed of 1900 RPM in speed 1, 2700 RPM in speed 2, and 4000 RPM in speed 3. It's got an impact rate between 0 and 4,450 impacts per minute. It's got max torque of 2,500 inch-pounds or 282 Newton meters. Tool length is 4.7 inches. Tool weight is 2.7 pounds. These seem to be very formidable specifications. But, as everybody knows, it's one thing on paper, it's another thing in the real world where the rubber meets the road. I don't think anybody was expecting that. But, that's what we do around here, things that people don't expect. We have our 5 amp hour battery, 1 bar of charge it's shipping with. We have our impact driver. The switching feels good. Here's our driver bits. Pretty cool. If you look at these, they are Flex bits. So it looks as though Flex is going to have an entire line of bits and accessories. Here's something interesting I find with the case. All of these impact zones, look at them. They have rubber bumpers. It's not a bad little case. I mean, at least it's a hard case. It could be a bag, right? Is it the most sturdy? I mean, you saw that. Might not be the most sturdiest. Look, we got a broken corner here. And we have our box top snapped here. You know, it's not great, but normal people that actually, you know, use their tools to make a living and spend money on the tools, you know, I don't think they would do that, but maybe somebody bars your tools. Maybe they would have that happen to your tools. So if Bob returns your tools and there's a crack in the case like that, you now know that it dropped from about, I don't know, 5-6 feet in the air. So it's not a quick insert collet. You press in this button to insert and release. I guess you could do it manually. Look. That's pretty cool.
That's surprising.
So there's two ball bearing retention for your bits. You can see we have our light. Shines from underneath up into the work area. With its 2.5 amp hour battery, you're looking at 4 pounds, 0.5 ounces. With its 5 amp hour battery, you're looking at 4 pounds, 13.2 ounces. Something to be said about the 2.5 amp hour battery. It's nice and compact. I probably, on the daily, would run it in this manner. I like the option. But if I needed extra power, boom, we have the 5 amp hour battery. Battery options, pretty sturdy cases, compactness, lightness, weightness, multiple modes. None of that really matters if it can't get the job done. Let's see what this thing can do. Let's see if there's an audible difference with the 5 amp hour battery. Seems like plenty of power for driving lag fasteners. Let's move on to something a little more delicate. We have multiple speeds here. Let's try speed 1 with an 1 5/8 drywall screw. Oh, plenty of power in speed 1. Let's put on speed 2. Plenty of power. Let's go into speed 3. Let's start again with these 3-inch drywall screws in speed 1. Plenty of power. Let's go to speed 2, see how it does. A lot of people don't realize the tremendous amount of torque it takes to spin and set 3-inch of drywall screw into 3 inches of wood. Wow. No problem at all. Let's swap out the number 2 bit. Let's drive a few wood screws. These are 3-inch wood screws in speed 1. Beautiful. Let's try speed 2. And speed 3. I know we'll have more than enough power and speed. We also have multiple self-tapping modes. I'd like to see what the self-tapping mode does with self-tappers. This is double thick 20 gauge steel. You put these together, according to the more technically advanced, this equates to 14 gauge steel. We are in the first self-tapping mode. Let's see what it does. Wow. You'll see my finger still on the trigger. It stopped. Beautiful. Now, if I was running self-tappers, I'd probably swap back to the 2.5 amp. Definitely more comfortable. So far, so good. Let's move into something a little bit bigger. A 3.5 inch by 1/4. We're gonna put it on speed 3. No problem. We have 8 inch by 3/8. Next up, we have 1/2 inch by 8 inch. I gotta tell you, we split our 2x4s here. That's with the 2.5 amp hour battery. Let's see where we're at. Wow, we still only dropped 1 bar from that test. Imagine if we used a 5 amp hour battery on that. This thing is plenty powerful. It's got a lot of modes. It's got a lot of power. It does need to be tested over time and run over time to know the longevity of the tool, but out of the gate, it seems really good. And here's my thing. The performance on these tools is really awesome. I mean, they're outperforming some of the biggest names in tools. My question is, though, I have so many people coming to the channel. Are you switching? Will you be switching? You know, yes, these are some of the highest performing tools on the market. The reality is that if you're already on a battery platform and you have tens of thousands of dollars worth of tools, Flex isn't targeting you as a consumer. They don't want you as a customer. All right, well, maybe they do want you as a customer, but the reality is that they're not thinking of you as a customer. No one expects you to switch battery platforms based on just performance. The target audience, I would think, is the professional contractor that is in between tool lines, outfitting a new job site or construction job, outfitting a new crew, wanted to try new tools. I don't think that there are enough tool aficionados out there that Flex said, hey, we want to target people on all-out performance of our tools. We're going to beat the competition in driving fasteners, cutting I-beams by margins that are going to make people want to switch. This is another option for consumers. And more options means that the competition will create and innovate and drop prices. And if you're in the trades or you're a small business owner, that should all be music to your ears. No matter if you're planning on being on the Flex platform, if you're on a competitor's platform, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, Metabo HPT, doesn't matter. They're all going to, you think they're all going to just, okay, well, Flex is here, wrap it up, let's go home. We've only been doing this for, I don't know, we've been making tools for a century, but there's competition, so just, let's fold up. They're not going to do that. They're going to continue to either innovate, improve their tool offerings, give you a better warranty, give you a better price. They're going to give you a reason to stay, okay? So everybody that's saying switch, switch, I don't know what you're not even speaking my language. I don't know what you're talking about, okay? But if you're looking for a viable platform, it seems as though Flex is a viable platform for someone that's looking for a competent tool. And if you like having more options as opposed to having less options, then smash the like button because you're speaking my language. Also, leave it down below. Have you bought into the new Flex platform? Did you register for your warranty? Do you like the tools? Do you love the tools? Do you hate the tools? We want to know. Leave it all below. With that, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one.
Video's over, but I know you want more. So this is how you're going to get it. First thing you need to do is pretend you're this guy. And you're here at the birthplace of freedom. Now ring that bell like it's 1776 and let all notifications through. What? You're not subscribed yet? Well, smash this button here. After that, watch this video here, and maybe over here. See you later.